Have you ever noticed that after the age of 50, stress seems to affect the body differently? Maybe a small problem keeps you awake at night. Maybe your mind feels busy even when you're trying to relax. Some men find themselves feeling tense for no obvious reason. Others notice that their energy isn't what it used to be. Their patience is shorter, and they seem to recover more slowly from everyday challenges. What many people don't realize is that stress is not just something that happens in the mind. It affects nearly every system in the body. Over time, ongoing stress can contribute to a hidden problem that many experts now consider one of the biggest drivers of aging and chronic health issues: inflammation. And here's the interesting part. One of the most studied natural herbs for helping the body handle stress and maintain a healthier inflammatory response is ashwagandha. For centuries, ashwagandha has been used in traditional wellness practices. Today, modern researchers are taking a closer look at how this ancient herb may support healthy stress levels, improve resilience, help maintain energy, and support overall well-being as people get older. But there is a catch. Many people take ashwagandha incorrectly. Some use the wrong amount. Some take it at the wrong time of day. Others expect overnight results and give up before the herb has had a chance to work. If you're over 50 and you're interested in using ashwagandha safely and effectively, there are several important things you should know. Let's begin by understanding why stress becomes such a powerful force in the body after the age of 50. When we're younger, the body often recovers quickly from occasional stress. A difficult day at work, a poor night's sleep, or a busy week might leave us feeling tired, but the body usually bounces back. As we age, however, the body's stress response can become less flexible. The hormone cortisol plays a major role here. Cortisol is often called the stress hormone. In healthy amounts, it's essential. Cortisol helps regulate energy, blood pressure, metabolism, immune function, and the body's response to challenges. The problem occurs when cortisol remains elevated for long periods. Chronic stress can keep cortisol levels higher than they should be. When this happens, many people begin experiencing symptoms that seem unrelated at first. They may feel more fatigued during the day. They may have trouble sleeping. They may notice increased irritability. They may struggle with concentration. Some even report feeling mentally exhausted despite getting adequate rest. Over time, prolonged stress can also contribute to inflammation throughout the body. Now, inflammation itself isn't always bad. Acute inflammation is part of the body's natural defense system. If you cut your finger or catch a virus, inflammation helps protect and repair tissues. The concern is chronic low-grade inflammation. This type of inflammation can linger quietly in the background for years. You don't necessarily feel it happening. There may be no obvious warning signs. Yet researchers continue finding links between chronic inflammation and many age-related health concerns. This is one reason so many health professionals are interested in approaches that may help the body manage stress more effectively. And that's where ashwagandha enters the conversation. Ashwagandha is classified as an adaptogen. An adaptogen is a natural substance believed to help the body adapt to physical and mental stressors. Think of it this way. Rather than acting like a stimulant that forces the body into a higher gear, adaptogens are thought to help the body maintain balance during stressful periods. This is particularly important for men over 50 because balance becomes increasingly valuable with age. Many people aren't looking for dramatic bursts of energy. They're looking for consistent energy. They're not looking for a temporary mood boost. They're looking for greater resilience throughout the day. They want to feel steadier, calmer, and better equipped to handle everyday demands. Several studies have examined how ashwagandha may influence stress markers, including cortisol. While research is still ongoing, findings have been encouraging enough that interest in this herb continues to grow. What makes ashwagandha especially interesting is that its potential benefits may extend beyond stress management alone. Some research suggests it may help support healthy sleep patterns. This matters because poor sleep and stress often create a vicious cycle. Stress interferes with sleep. Poor sleep increases stress. Higher stress contributes to inflammation. Inflammation can then affect overall health and recovery. Breaking this cycle is often one of the most important steps toward feeling better. Many men tell me that they don't necessarily feel stressed emotionally. Instead, they feel tired. They feel drained. They feel less motivated. They feel like they're operating at only a fraction of their normal capacity. What they don't realize is that chronic stress doesn't always feel like anxiety. Sometimes it simply feels like reduced vitality. The body is working harder behind the scenes. Resources are being diverted toward managing ongoing stress responses. Over months and years, this can leave a person feeling depleted. Another reason stress becomes more important after 50 is that recovery tends to slow. When you're younger, staying up late occasionally may not have a major impact. Missing a few workouts might not seem significant. Eating poorly for a week might be easy to overcome, but as the years pass, the body's margin for error often becomes smaller. Small stressors begin adding up. A poor night's sleep here, a stressful day there, skipped physical activity, highly processed foods, too much sitting, not enough recovery. Each factor may seem minor on its own, but together they can create a significant burden on the body. This cumulative effect is one reason lifestyle habits become so important, and it's also why no supplement, including ashwagandha, should be viewed as a magic solution. The best results occur when ashwagandha is used as part of a broader approach to health. One of the most common questions people ask is simple. When should I take ashwagandha? The answer depends on your goals, your routine, and how your body responds to it. For some individuals, taking ashwagandha in the evening works well because they find it supports a sense of calmness before bedtime. Others prefer taking it earlier in the day as part of their morning routine. The key is consistency. Your body generally responds better when you take supplements at roughly the same time each day rather than randomly whenever you happen to remember. Think of it like watering a plant. Giving it a little water consistently tends to work better than giving it a large amount once in a while and then forgetting about it for days. Another helpful strategy is taking ashwagandha with food if recommended on the product label or by your healthcare professional. Many people find that incorporating it into a regular meal makes it easier to remember and helps establish a long-term habit. Now let's talk about something that surprises many men over 50. Stress is not always caused by major life events. Some of the most damaging stress comes from the small things that happen every day. Rushing through meals, constant exposure to negative news, spending hours sitting without movement, staying up too late, checking a phone repeatedly throughout the day, living in a constant state of mental stimulation. These habits may seem harmless because they are common. However, when repeated day after day, they can place a continuous burden on the body's stress response systems. This is where lifestyle adjustments become incredibly important. One of the simplest and most effective habits involves creating small periods of calm during the day. Many people spend every waking moment either working, worrying, scrolling, watching television, or multitasking. The brain rarely gets a chance to rest. Even 5 to 10 minutes of quiet time can help interrupt that pattern. Some people enjoy a short walk. Others sit outside and enjoy fresh air. Some prefer reading a book. Others practice gentle breathing exercises. The specific activity matters less than the intention behind it. You're creating space for recovery, and recovery becomes increasingly important with age. Another factor that deserves attention is physical activity. When people hear the word exercise, they often imagine intense workouts. But movement doesn't have to be extreme to be beneficial. Many adults over 50 benefit more from consistent, moderate activity than from occasional intense efforts. Walking remains one of the most underrated health habits. It supports circulation, it helps manage stress, it encourages mobility, it can support healthy inflammatory responses. Even a daily walk after meals can become a valuable part of a stress management routine. Now let's discuss sleep, because sleep may be one of the most powerful tools for controlling both stress and inflammation. Many men accept poor sleep as a normal part of aging, but the body performs many important repair processes during sleep. When sleep quality suffers, recovery suffers as well. Stress hormones may become more difficult to regulate. Energy levels may decline. Mental focus may decrease. The body's inflammatory balance may also be affected. This is why creating a healthy sleep routine can have such a significant impact. Try maintaining a consistent bedtime. Reduce bright light exposure in the evening when possible. Keep the sleeping environment comfortable and quiet. Avoid heavy meals immediately before bedtime. Small improvements in sleep habits can produce surprisingly meaningful results over time. Many people are searching for a single solution to their health concerns, but the body often responds best to multiple healthy habits working together. Think of health like building a wall. Each healthy habit is a brick. One brick alone doesn't create much protection, but over time, brick after brick creates something strong and durable. Ashwagandha can be one of those bricks. Good sleep is another. Regular movement is another. Balanced nutrition is another. Stress management is another. Together, they create a foundation that supports long-term well-being. Let's talk about chronic inflammation in a way that's easy to understand. Inflammation is often described as the body's alarm system. When the body detects injury or threat, inflammatory processes help initiate protection and repair. This response is useful when it's temporary. The challenge arises when the alarm never fully turns off. Instead of responding to a specific issue and then returning to normal, the body remains in a state of low-level activation. This can happen for many reasons: chronic stress, poor sleep, excess body weight, physical inactivity, poor dietary habits, environmental factors. The result can be a gradual strain on the body's systems. Many people don't notice it happening because the changes occur slowly. They simply feel older than they expected. Their energy drops. Their recovery slows. Their motivation declines. They feel less resilient. This is why researchers continue exploring ways to support healthy inflammatory responses. Ashwagandha has attracted attention partly because of its potential role in helping the body adapt to stress, which may indirectly support a healthier inflammatory balance. Let's now talk about some of the most common mistakes people make when using ashwagandha. The first mistake is expecting a supplement to do all the work. Someone starts taking ashwagandha and hopes it will compensate for poor sleep, lack of movement, constant stress, and unhealthy eating habits. Unfortunately, that's not how the body works. Even the best supplement cannot replace healthy daily habits. The second mistake is inconsistency. Many people take a supplement for a few days, forget about it for a week, then start again later. This stop and start approach makes it difficult to evaluate whether something is actually helping. Consistency creates the conditions for improvement. The third mistake is becoming impatient. Many expect health improvements to happen immediately, but the body often operates on a different timeline. Positive changes usually develop gradually. A little better sleep, a little less tension, a little more energy, a little more resilience. Over weeks and months, these small improvements can add up to meaningful changes. Another important point involves stress itself. Many men believe stress only comes from emotional challenges, but the body recognizes many different forms of stress. Lack of sleep is stress. Poor nutrition is stress. Excessive sitting is stress. Dehydration is stress. Being constantly busy without adequate recovery is stress. When several of these factors occur at the same time, the body's systems can become overwhelmed. One area that deserves special attention after age 50 is muscle maintenance. Many adults gradually lose muscle mass as they age. This process can influence strength, mobility, energy expenditure, and overall quality of life. Maintaining physical activity remains one of the most important habits for healthy aging. Simple strength-focused activities can be incredibly valuable. You don't necessarily need complicated workout programs. The goal is regular movement and maintaining physical function. Strong muscles support independence. They support balance. They support mobility. And they help people remain active as they get older. Let's also discuss the relationship between mindset and health. Many people spend years worrying about what they cannot control. They worry about aging. They worry about the future. They worry about every ache and pain. While these concerns are understandable, constant worry can become its own source of stress. A more productive approach involves focusing on daily actions. You may not control every aspect of aging, but you can influence many factors that contribute to how you feel. You can prioritize sleep. You can move your body. You can stay hydrated. You can choose nutritious foods more often. You can create moments of relaxation. You can develop healthy routines. Another habit that often goes overlooked is spending time outdoors. Fresh air, natural light, and regular exposure to nature can have surprisingly positive effects on well-being. Many people spend most of their day indoors. A short walk outside, especially earlier in the day, can support healthy daily rhythms and contribute to overall wellness. As we begin wrapping up, let's review what really matters. If you're considering ashwagandha as part of your wellness routine after 50, remember that it works best as part of a bigger picture. Focus on consistency. Give your body time. Support healthy sleep. Stay physically active. Drink enough water. Prioritize nutritious foods. Create opportunities for recovery throughout the day. Manage stress before it becomes overwhelming. And most importantly, avoid looking for quick fixes. Health is usually built through daily habits, not overnight transformations. Many of the healthiest older adults aren't necessarily doing anything extraordinary. They're simply doing the basics consistently. They move regularly. They sleep well. They manage stress. They maintain healthy routines. And they continue investing in their health year after year. That's often the real secret. Not one supplement, not one diet, not one exercise, but a collection of healthy choices repeated over time. Ashwagandha may be a useful tool within that approach, particularly for individuals looking to support healthy stress management and overall well-being. The encouraging news is that it's never too late to start making positive changes. Whether you're 50, 60, 70, or beyond, the body still responds to healthy habits. Progress may not happen overnight. Results may not be dramatic at first. But consistent effort has a way of producing meaningful improvements over time. Start where you are. Focus on one healthy habit at a time. Build momentum gradually. Stay patient with the process. And remember that some of the most powerful health improvements come from simple actions repeated day after day. Your future health is shaped by what you do consistently, not occasionally. And the choices you make today can help support a calmer mind, a healthier body, better resilience to stress, and a more active, energized life in the years ahead. Thank you for watching. And I hope you found this information helpful. If you enjoyed this discussion, consider sharing it with someone who may benefit from learning more about healthy aging, stress management, and the role that ashwagandha may play as part of a balanced lifestyle. Take care, stay consistent, and keep investing in your health every single day.